YIRMEYAHU, Jeremiah 48. Against Moab, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Elohi of Yasharel. Woe unto Nevu, for it is spoiled. Kiriathayim is confounded and taken. Misgab is confounded and dismayed. There shall be no more praise of Moab. In Keshbon they have devised evil against it. Come, and let us cut it off from being a nation. Also you shall be cut down, O madmen. The sword shall pursue you. A voice of crying shall be from Coronaim, spoiling and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard. For in the going up of Lukit, continual weeping shall go up. For in the going down of Coronaim, the enemies have heard a cry of destruction. Flee, save your lives, and be like the juniper in the wilderness. For because you have trusted in your works and in your treasures, you shall also be taken. And Chemosh shall go forth into captivity with his priests and his princes together. And the spoiler shall come upon every city, and no city shall escape. The valley also shall perish, and the plain shall be destroyed, as Yahuwah has spoken. Give wings unto Moab, that it may flee and get away. For the cities thereof shall be desolate, without any to dwell therein. Cursed be he that does the work of Yahuwah deceitfully, and cursed be he that keeps back his sword from blood. Moab has been at ease from his youth, and he has settled on his lees, and has not been emptied from vessel to vessel, neither has he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed. Therefore, behold, the days come, says Yahuwah, that I will send unto him wanderers, that shall cause him to wander, and shall empty his vessels, and break their bottles. And Moab shall be ashamed of Chemosh, as the house of Yasharel was ashamed of Baal their confidence. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war? Moab is spoiled, and gone up out of her cities, and her chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter, says the king, whose name is Yahuwah Sabaoth. The calamity of Moab is near to come, and his affliction hastens fast. All ye that are about him, bemoan him, and all ye that know his name, say, how is the strong staff broken, and the beautiful rod? O daughter that inhabits Devon, come down from your glory, and sit in thirst. For the spoiler of Moab shall come upon you, and he shall destroy your strongholds. O inhabitant of Aurora, stand by the way and espy. Ask him that flees, and her that escapes, and say, what is done? Moab is confounded, for it is broken down. Howl and cry. Tell ye it in Arnon, that Moab is spoiled. And judgment is come upon the plain country, upon Cologne, and upon Yatzah, and upon Mopha'ah, and upon Devon, and upon Nevu, and upon Beit Diblathayim, and upon Kiriathayim, and upon Beit Gamul, and upon Beit Baal-Meon, and upon Kirioth, and upon Batra, and upon all the cities of the land of Moab, far or near. The horn of Moab is cut off, and his arm is broken, says Yahuwah. Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against Yahuwah. Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and he also shall be in derision. For was not Yasharel a derision unto you? Was he found among thieves? For since you spoke of him, you skipped for joy. O ye that dwell in Moab, leave the cities, and dwell in the rock, and be like the dove that makes her nest in the sides of the hole's mouth. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud, his loftiness, and his arrogancy, and his pride, and the haughtiness of his heart. I know his wrath, says Yahuwah, but it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it. Therefore will I howl for Moab, and I will cry out for all Moab. My heart shall mourn for the men of Kir-Keres. O vine of Sivan, I will weep for you with the weeping of Ya'azir. Your plants are gone over the sea. They reach even to the sea of Ya'azir. The spoiler is fallen upon your summer fruits and upon your vintage. And joy and gladness is taken from the plentiful field and from the land of Moab. And I have caused wine to fail from the winepresses. None shall tread with shouting. Their shouting shall be no shouting. From the cry of Keshbon, even unto El-Aleh, and even unto Yahatz, have they uttered their voice. From Soar, even unto Coronaim, as a heifer of 3 years old. For the waters also of Nimrim shall be desolate. Moreover, I will cause to cease in Moab, says Yahuwah, him that offers in the high places, and him that burns incense to his Elohim. Therefore my heart shall sound for Moab like pipes, and my heart shall sound like pipes for the men of Kir-Keres, because the riches that he has gotten are perished. For every head shall be bald, and every beard clipped. Upon all the hands shall be cuttings, and upon the loins sackcloth. There shall be lamentation generally upon all the housetops of Moab, and in the streets thereof. For I have broken Moab like a vessel, wherein is no pleasure, says Yahuwah. They shall howl, saying, how is it broken down? How has Moab turned the back with shame? So shall Moab be a derision and a dismay to all them about him. For thus says Yahuwah, behold, he shall fly as an eagle, and shall spread his wings over Moab. Kirioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pains. And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, because he has magnified himself against Yahuwah. Fear and the pit and the snare shall be upon you, O inhabitant of Moab, says Yahuwah. He that flees from the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that gets up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For I will bring upon it, even upon Moab, the year of their visitation, says Yahuwah. They that fled stood under the shadow of Keshbon because of the force. But a fire shall come forth out of Keshbon, and a flame from the midst of Sikon, and shall devour the corner of Moab, and the crown of the head of the tumultuous ones. Woe be unto you, O Moab, the people of Chemosh perishes, for your sons are taken captives, and your daughters captives. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days, says Yahuwah. Thus far is the judgment of Moab.